Right, Malcolm, first the good news about tonight. We've qualified come what may, whatever the result is. And if we win it, we go top and then we get the best draw in the last 16. And we're playing the least ranked team in the group. England were 4, Denmark 21, Serbia 33, Slovenia 57. So we're playing the least ranked club. The bad news, and there's plenty, is the performances have been absolutely alarming. There's been no energy, no pressing, and the fear, what we have, we hold. That if we get 1-0 up, we just try not to score more. Your feeling about tonight and what has to change in the mindset?
Well, what has to change, and I really do not understand why, and they are a very elite, very accomplished set of footballers, why they haven't got the confidence to go out and play the game. Instead, they're relying on defensive tactics, go 1-0 up, and they drop off. And they're dropping off, standing on the centre-half's toes. And I really, for the life of me, don't understand why on earth that's happening, why it's been allowed to happen. It's got to be instruction from Gareth Southgate. Sure. And what they're failing to do so far, they've won 1-0, they've drawn 1-1. What they're failing to do is to get the most important goal in the game, and that's the second, to put yourselves 2-0 up, because when you're 1-0 up, the opposition always feel they're in with a chance, just one goal and we're back in the game. But when it's 2-0, all of a sudden it's a doubled up situation, and you see opposition heads drop when the second one goes in. And you know you pretty much won the game there, as long as you do the right things on the field. And England haven't put themselves in that situation, and it's almost as if they've been quite cowardly in the way that they've gone about their game. And I honestly feel that tonight that it will change, and
it'll be more front foot.
Yeah, and it's got to be. Look at Kane. Kane's been coming back some 40 yards into his own half. It's ridiculous.
They've been so passive though, Malcolm.
Very passive. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And if you watch, they've been passive in terms of their football. They've been passive with each other. Nobody has gone, oi, you.
Correct. No leaders on the field.
No even Trippier has been quiet, and Trippier normally he's yap all the time talking to people, and it's almost as if they've been told, shut up, don't say a word.
I mean, if I can bring you now to the team news. We've had the team. It is in fact one change. Trent Alexander-Arnold is out and Gallagher is in, so that experiment is at an end. I'm just wondering if you feel like me. I am very disappointed with our team news. I wanted much more change than just one. I personally would have gone with Declan Rice with Bellingham, and I would have put Foden at 10, so he played centre, and bring Anthony Gordon in on the left wing. He's left-footed, he goes past people, he stretches defenders, he turns defenders. We play in front of them at the moment. So I am disappointed with the team selection. Yourself, Mark?
Well, yes, I am very disappointed because the guy is probably the quickest at the tournament. Have you seen any winger of any team go past the fullback?
And Gordon's done it all season.
That's Gordon's speciality. Bit of pace, boom, boom, there he goes, and he then cuts in for a shot, or he gets towards the dead ball line to get his cross in. And Harry Kane has been screaming for crosses and never had any. Never had any at all. People just haven't been getting to the dead ball line. In fact, they've not been reaching the penalty area, for heaven's sake. And Gordon is the obvious outlet. He's the quickest player not just in the England squad, but he'll be the quickest player in the whole tournament. Use that pace, and he's proved that he knows how to use it. He's
He's had a wonderful season.
with all the goals that he's made and all the goals that he's scored.
Yeah.
So he can do both of those things, and England are screaming out for both of them. And Southgate, well, honestly, the way Southgate has gone on since before the very first game, you know, and I know this isn't true, but it's just had me thinking, is he trying to blow this? Is he really trying to blow this?
Making such a bad fist of it.
Yes, because there's such obvious ways of playing, there's such obvious changes that can be made, and he's just ignoring the whole lot, ignoring everything at all. And the thing is, that when you get two ex-pros at the BBC making complaints about how they've been playing, the BBC never complains about anything.
No,
that's how bad England
Lineker and
have been.
Shearer. Yeah. Can I ask you this, because I found this interesting? Two of the best young players, offensive players in the game this last Premier League season for me have been Gordon and Palmer at Chelsea.
Yes.
And when they were selected, delighted.
Yeah.
So far, neither's put a foot over the touchline. They haven't even got on as subs. They're not starting again tonight. Will we see them at some stage? And if we do, it might only be in desperation. What is the point of taking them if you're not going to play? Do you play the people in form? Because they're in form.
That's right. Yes, they are. And it's almost as if Gareth Southgate has come up with this weird and wonderful format some months ago, and come hell or high water, he's just going to stick to it. And it's not working. And the one thing that a good football manager does very quickly, if something's not working, get it changed. If that means a change of tactically or a change of personnel, get it done, and done quickly. Southgate's letting it just drag on.
I think it's basically a belt and braces manager, Malcolm. You know, what we have, we hold. If you're 1-0 up, instead of saying let's go for 2-0, let's kill the game. And it's a natural cautiousness in him, I believe, that it's... And the ironic thing, Malcolm, is that he inherits probably the best offensive side we've had for a while, with all the good players. But he is a naturally cautious man, isn't he?
Yes.
He seems to be.
He certainly is, but he's being ultra cautious. And in all fairness, England were probably in what you might be able to call the easiest of
Terrific groups. Terrific.
and they've made a right royal hash of it. They've made serious hard work, and I think that Gareth Southgate, his ideas, his planning, his tactics, it's actually holding a lot of players back. Foden, he looked as if he had never played the game of football in the first game.
But I mean, you're absolutely right. I think of Foden, I think of Harry Kane in the last game, I think of Declan Rice in the last game. Quality players at the Premier League level, they're supreme. They've looked very average and looked passive.
Well, yes, but Harry Kane, he's been coming back so deep. And why is he coming back? Well, he's coming back in onto the ball. Because his game is he's getting the ball at his feet, sticking it in the net. The only trouble is that by the time he does get the ball, the goal's 60 yards the other way. And he's not a runner on the ball or anything like that. He needs to be getting it in the penalty area, as was shown in the last match when he put England ahead.
I mean, Declan Rice is saying I know talk's easy and you've got to do it on the field, but he said in his press conference prior to tonight's game that you'll see a different side tonight. England will be offensive. You'll see a high press. That they've had talks with Southgate. They're both on the same page, the players and the management team. And now that is the England we should be seeing, Malcolm. And I mean, you know, I'll be filled to bits if we do, because that would be playing to our strengths. But there's a need to do that, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. I think what I've seen in these last two games, I think it needs the players to literally take over the situation and say to Southgate, look, we know how to play better than you're getting us to play. For heaven's sake, let's go out.
Just trust us, and
Yeah.
we can play.
Let's get out there, go and absolutely hammer the side. And it should be a right hammering.
Yeah, I
this
mean,
season.
I look at Slovenia, and their star man is Oblak, the goalkeeper, who is also the captain.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's probably because he gets a lot of practice, Malcolm, you know what I mean? So that's how he's the star man. But I mean, really, you mentioned it early on about this group. I mean, I said right at the start, Malcolm, if Newcastle United got the group of death in the Champions League, and we did, this is the group of hope,
Yeah.
because it was terrific. I have no doubt, I mean, we have already qualified because of other results from a third place if necessary. But really, you've got to qualify with style. And I would expect England tonight to finish top of the group. That means they've won. But it's the performance that is necessary to go with it.
Yeah, very much so, John, because it's not just for your own confidence sake, but it's also to let the next opponents see just what you can do.
To fear you.
Yes, and be in fear of you. Absolutely. And England, they're not causing fear, they're causing a lot of hilarity, I would imagine, with people.
And anxiety at home.
Oh, yeah, loads of anxiety. You know, and even the England supporters who are getting to ground with a right skinful, they're seeing how bad we are as well.
I mean, if we come to the result tonight, I mean, it is a very, very winnable match. I'm taking us to have a narrow win. I mean, that sounds brave, with the way it's been going, but I do think we'll win. I think it'll be a narrow win, and then we've got to go on from that this weekend at the knockout stage and try to improve. Would you expect us to win tonight?
Oh, crikey, yeah, absolutely. And if I was Southgate, I would be making it an absolute order that you not just get out there and win the max points, but you get out there and slaughter it. And the confidence rises. We want to see about 4 or 5 get on the score sheet.
They've almost got nothing to lose tonight because they've qualified anyway. Yes, you want to qualify from the top and get easier opposition. But let's go out and put a mark down.
Sure, but this is all about confidence.
In themselves.
In themselves, but also just creating that bit of fear. And I've not seen any side so far in this competition that I would fear. None at all. And so, England tonight,
Go out and
take
do
that
it.
spot, yeah. Put people in fear of you.
We live in hope. Let's hope
And
we're
we
right.
certainly do.
Cheers,
We'll always
mate.
hope.
Thank
Hope
you
and
very
glory.
much. Thank